Hello again, everybody. I thought I would do a little video on my Romans V4 that I did a little bit of modifications to. I've had this thing for a little while, and when Luke appeared in Mandalorian, I had to get on it. So, as you know, Romans doesn't have the fancy control box. These are just fake buttons. So I do have my switches under here. I guess I'll go into a couple things that I did to it. First off, I machined the face of this down to get rid of the holes going around it to match the I guess creepy uncle is what it's called from the newer movies. And you'll see I had to machine down a little bit more to completely get rid of the holes. But looking at Luke's saber in the Mandalorian, it had a different color there, so I was I just kind of went with it and did what I had to do. Another thing, I shortened this down not much. I'm guessing it might have been an eighth of an inch. It just, to my eyes, it just looked a little too long for what I wanted and what I saw in The Mandalorian. But either way, that looks better to me. That eighth inch just seemed to make a difference to my eye. I had to do some machining back here so that this could thread off behind the switch box. This was all one piece, so I machined this down for threads and made a new center section for it. I'll get into the installing chassis in a little bit. This is the paint or powder coat from Romans. I did a mist on this to get the look that I wanted with my airbrush. As far as the copper, I got this look by suspending it over white ammonia, I believe it was. And I did that inside of another container so it would build up the fumes in there and get it evenly. And I think I let it sit in there for about 13 hours to get the look. This piece of copper seemed to do a little more evenly than this piece. But I'm still happy with how it turned out. If you decide to do that, do some research. I'm not taking any responsibility for you guys and chemicals. Right here for the LEDs, I used some LEDs I had purchased last year from Cal. I forget the name of his shop, but you guys know who I'm talking about. As far as the buttons go, I machined out. I've got my resistors for the LEDs in here, so I machined out right here so that I could use the little switches over to one side and still have space for wiring and everything I needed. It was just easier for me, and I like how these switches function.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me. I warn you not to underestimate my power. He is strong with the Force, but talent without training is nothing. I warn you not to underestimate my power. I will give my life to defend it, and it will not be safe until the masters of the darkness.
You can see the switches do work very, very good. I'm happy with how that turned out. Back here, I needed sound. It already had these holes in it. I wasn't too worried about it, so I just fit a thing in there and some mesh just to make it look interesting. Let me get a blade in it, I guess. I did do a little machining in here to get extra, well, as much blade depth as I could. I don't remember how much I got, but I did get more than I had on the V2 in my last video I did. I made a stainless steel bolt as like in my V2 to hold this on, so it's a little bit stronger. I still wouldn't go beating this too hard. 7/8 blade. I think I said in my last video I do like 7/8 blades.
I warn you not to underestimate my power.
My little short test blade.
Come, little one.
I need to make a shorter adapter. Just something I haven't gotten around to. Not really a big deal. Just finished eating dinner. I'm a little sluggish, guys. Grilled cheese and tomato soup, if you're wondering. Alright, so like I said, I remade this, and threaded this so that I could take it apart back here behind the switch box. And I used my chassis, which this chassis is designed by Will Elling. I hope I say his name right, of Divinium Customs. I gave him the basics of what I wanted, and then he made it happen and added some details and made it look good. So I have a CFX board in here. I did some LEDs in here just so I had something. And right there is on-off disconnect switch, charge port, USB, SD card access. It's all right there. I have the miniature charge port, you can see. Magnet holds it shut. I love this chassis. Now on this particular chassis, the battery is not removable, so it's a permanent battery. Right now, Will is making me another chassis, one that will fit Profi because I'm currently messing around with that, and two that will have a removable battery, so I'm excited to test that out.
I warn you not to underestimate my power. May the force be with you.
So that is my Hero Saber. This is my personal saber. I did this a little while back and just never made a video, so I thought I'd go ahead and do that tonight after dinner. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and may the force be with you.